Hey, what it is, what it do, is your boy Powerhouse, and this is Eagles Powerhouse Nation, and we got some Eagles business to discuss. But before we get into the nitty gritty, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get everything. Now, before I get into it, man, y'all must be in competition with me. I ended up saying in a couple videos ago that I got about 40 subscribers in about 2 weeks. You know what happened the next day? First of all, I love the love on that video, but you know what happened the next day? In one day, 11 more. And then after that, it was like, what, 8 more the next day? God damn. I love the love. I love the love. I appreciate every single one of my subscribers, because these videos, you are the main people that YouTubers do it for, because you chose to see me. So I appreciate you. Now, for the people who didn't subscribe and just finding this just now, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because hey, I'm here. So let's get into the topic of discussion, which is Miles Sanders. Now, I got a special take on Miles Sanders, because y'all be crucifying him for what happened last year. Y'all, a lot of people be saying that he underperformed and he was terrible. I agree with the underperform part, but to say that he was terrible, I'm about to break it down to you why I don't think that is. And let's start with the numbers. Let's start with the numbers of attempts and rushing yards, and basically focus on the attempts right here. Focus on the attempts. So tell me what you see, because here's what I see. I see 3 games with 10 attempts or less. The fact that we got any games with 10 attempts or less is stupid. Then we got 0 games with over 20 attempts. Now, I want you to pay attention to the one where he only got 6 yards or something like that. Do you see how many attempts he got in that game? What are you supposed to do with that? Of course, you're going to get 6 yards. So, I got a question for you. What is a baker supposed to do with no oven? What's a firefighter supposed to do with no water hose? What's the exterminator supposed to do with no bug spray? Because people be looking at Miles Sanders and what happened last year and basically saying, they look at him as an exterminator and they basically say, oh, well, he didn't have bug spray, but he could have stepped on them, though. He could have stepped on the roaches. Here's the problem. Here's 2 things that's wrong with that mind frame. One, we don't ask other exterminators to do that. Exterminators accept a job with a certain expectation that comes with it. The exterminator expects to get their tools. So then for the people who say, well, he could have just stepped on them, have you seen this offense? Did you see the offense last year? I don't think you saw the offense. We ain't even get the man shoes. You want him to step on him with bare feet? This ain't the Flintstones. This is not the Flintstones. This the Philadelphia Eagles. And the fact that we ain't run the ball more than 20 times at all last year, and even had some that was under 10. Some, not one. Some games under 10 attempts. You crazy. There's some teams in the NFL that has 0 games of 10 and less. We got 3. So, now with that being said, here's some bright spots. Now, obviously, him being 23rd in touchdowns last year, not ideal. But again, somebody want to reiterate why? Here's the thing that's interesting to me. Well, one thing. He was 7th in yards per carry last year. For that little bit of carries that he got, 7th isn't that bad. It's only 6 people that got a higher yards per carry than him. And he had 5.3 yards per carry, which tells me should have ran it more. So, but here's another thing that's interesting. So, he was ranked 21st in attempts. There were 20 other running backs that got more attempts at running the ball than he did. However, he ranked 15th in the league. So, less than half of the running backs in the league actually got more yards than him in total for the year. He got 867 yards off of those attempts in 13 games, because he didn't play in all of them, but 13 games. 867 yards with those little bit of attempts. You know what that tells me? If you feed him like a normal running back, he's a top running back. Tell me I'm wrong. He's a top running back. Now, last year is obvious. Doug Peterson didn't bother to care or give a damn about the running backs at all. The Philadelphia Eagles organization didn't give a damn to care about the running backs at all. And the funny thing is, the quarterback was doing horrible. So how are you going to rely on the guy who basically flatlined in terms of progression when the other guy is averaging 5.3 yards? The other guy it was a time when it was one of, I think, let me look. I think one of the games he averaged, Miles Sanders averaged like 13 yards a carry. The fact that we didn't lean on him more is beyond me. Look at the Ravens game. I want you to rewind this video if you can. If you want to. After you watch it to the end. Don't play with me. So, I want you to rewind this video and look at the Ravens game. Remember this spot in the video. So, pause it. Remember how I was here. Rewind it to the Ravens game and tell me, we lost that game. Please tell me if you think that we would have had a heightened opportunity. I ain't gonna say none of the numbers. Just tell me if we would have had a heightened opportunity if we had ran Miles Sanders based off of what he did with what he could do with the attempts that he got in the Ravens game. Now, if you went back, fine. If you want to watch it to the end, fine. But pretty much I say that to say this. We got a new coach. We got a new scheme. Hopefully, that means that we got a new philosophy. Run the ball. Run the ball. I don't care. We got Devontae Smith. Run the ball. Because you know what happens? Devontae Smith ends up getting better. When you run the ball, and you run the ball, and you run the ball, and then all of a sudden, hit him with a throw. Run the ball, hit him with a play action. Because you know Jalen Hurts got wheels. Then you give people guessing. You get people guessing. And if Jalen Reagor ends up turning out good, you got another weapon. Travis Fulgham. Hey, I think that's the top 3 right now as far as what in the Philadelphia Eagles organization's mind. I think the top 3 wide receivers is that. But let's say they all do good. It makes it so much better. It makes it so much easier for Dallas Goedert. It makes it so much easier for even the rotational running backs. Run the ball. Run the ball. So, let me know what y'all think about Miles Sanders. And what do you think he's going to do this year? Because obviously the emphasis on running the ball is going to be heightened. We already know that. So, What do you think his progress is going to be this year? What do you think his yards is going to be this year? Leave it down in the comment section and let me know this. Do you think Miles Sanders is a top 5 running back in the league? With that being said, remember, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I'll talk to you.